what made you create this most inspiring sanctuary?
This sanctuary was born up because or grateful to Maya, the bear who mutilated herself, and she died in my arms. And then I promised to her that I shall do everything with my husband to give my life, my fortune, my everything I have, so that some other bears doesn't die like her.
And so Maya, was she part of that thing of bears for entertainment in cages by outside restaurants, or?
She was kept in a cage near the Dracula castle, and all the tourists who were coming here were sending letters to World Animal Protection to say how bad she was kept. And Animal Protection asked me to come to see. And the moment when I saw her, it was, I felt something that it's impossible that human being do such thing to an animal. And unfortunately for her, it was too late to save her. But I never imagined that the problem was so huge in Romania, that there were so many bears.
So what was the first big influx of bears that came into the sanctuary, and how did you deal with it?
The first bears were the bears who lived near Brasov, around Brasov, in a resort in Poiana, Brasov. So when they came the first time, you know, when we release a bear who lived in a cage the first time, he goes to the tree and he just takes in the arms the tree. So much they miss the forest. And after this, it was Mura from a circus in Bucharest who refused to go in the arena after 6 years. And they tried everything. They starved her, they beat her, but they refused. She preferred to die. So we asked the director of the circus to give us this bear who suffered so much. So she was, after the other bears, one of the first bear who came here. And little by little, some of the bears found this happiness, the second chance to be free.
So did you think that first of all you would only have 3 or 4 enclosures, or did you, with your wonderful husband Roger, did you sit down together and say, we're going to need something big here because we have a really big problem?
Yeah, Roger wanted from the beginning to not be a zoo or a park. He wanted that the bears feel really in their natural environment. And nobody taught him how to build a sanctuary. He wanted to think bear. He said, I must think bear and think what they would like. And like this we build the first, the second enclosure, and after we realized that we need little enclosure for special cases. For example, mother with cubs that we cannot release in a big enclosure because the cubs must stay 2 years with the mother to become independent. There are old bears who must have a special care. So we have to build an enclosure special for the old bears. After we have the juniors who wants to play, who have another kind of life, so we have to build another enclosure for the juniors. But all what we have learned, it was by ourselves.
Well, I mean, you did choose one of the most unforgiving countries to establish this wonderful charity. I mean, Romania isn't known for its animal welfare or its animal rights. I mean, what are the hardest problems you deal with as far as that is concerned?
It was very difficult to convince the people that these animals that they consider things, have feelings. I began to tell them that the word animal comes from the Latin anima, which means soul. So it's not true that animals have no soul. We don't understand them. And look, a dog begins to understand us when we say to him something. We don't understand him when he says to us.
Yeah.
We say that we are superior, but we cannot move ourselves like the birds. We need the GPS, we need the tools. Yeah. We cannot do what they are doing. And we can learn a lot from the other animals.
I mean, what is the hardest thing that you have to deal with in terms of the society you deal with here, in terms of understanding that animals deserve the same compassion that all humans do?
Sometimes we think that people are cruel. And not all of them are really cruel.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of ignorance, indifference. The people are also, they want to not know the suffering of the animals because this disturbs them.
Yeah.
I opened the sanctuary to the public because if you show to them the experience and they feel it, most of them, they change.
Yes. It's worth pointing out that when you say you open up the sanctuary to the public, it's within a very confined area whereby they don't interrupt the animals. They are allowed to observe the animals but never to interrupt them, and they have to keep at a distance, which I think is absolutely wonderful. Otherwise it becomes a zoo, and that is totally against everything.
And they have to respect the animals.
Exactly.
This makes me hope that when I shall be up there with Maya, we shall look down.
It'll be a long time before that happens, I hope.
Nobody knows. I shall look down and I shall see a better world, a world of harmony and peace.
Yes.